Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakakwadash. I also want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect, back at it through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Hey, just a quick lesson, man. On Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, being all powerful. Okay, and just a few precepts to prove that the Lord is in control of all things. He has been and always will be. Okay, this is Isaiah 45 and verse 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, Yahweh, do all these things. A very, very deep, all right, but very, very simple at the same time precept, man. The Lord is the one that forms the light and creates darkness, and there can be the literal. You could talk about the sun and the moon, and light versus dark, but definitely going into evil versus righteousness, man. It is the Lord that is telling us through these precepts that he is the one that create evil. So every evil act that you have ever witnessed or heard of, guess what? Ultimately, it was Yahweh Bahashem and Yahweh Shai that sanctioned it, man. All right, so we got to remember these things, especially with this coming persecution, man. And remember, like, it is the Lord that's in control of how far, all right, those wicked men are going to take this coming persecution, man. All right, and remember that the Lord said, he wouldn't put anything upon us that we couldn't bear. I'm paraphrasing, man. So yeah, very important to remember the power that we serve, and to go back over these things, man. This is more likened it to the sincere milk, all right? Knowing our power and knowing the power that they do hold, the Yahweh war, Yahweh Shai, man, all right? Let's go to Deuteronomy. 30. Deuteronomy 32 and verse 39, and it reads, see now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill, I make alive, I wound, and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. Hey, just reiterating what we read in the previous precepts, man. Hey, the Lord say he's the, there's no other God with him. All right, there's Yahweh Shai, okay? The Lord kills and the Lord maketh alive. So again, there is no such thing as a serial killer on this earth, man. All right, all these young guys of our nation that like to shoot at the ops, all right, and catch bodies and stuff. Guess what, man? Hey, through these scriptures, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, they have zero bodies. All right. Yeah, all these wars, all right, you have zero kills. All right. If you really can receive that, it is the Lord that does these things, man. I wound, I heal. Any sickness, disease, pestilence that happens to an individual, it is from the Lord, as well as the healing. And here's a great point. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. First and foremost, let's talk about us, the Hebrew Israelites. The fact that we went off and the Lord let all these nations have their way with us, man. It was because we couldn't deliver ourselves, all right, from the Lord's hand when it came to judgment and punishment. Hey, same thing's gonna happen to Esau Edom. He can, lock us up, persecute us, put us to sleep, lie on us, all manners of wickedness, towards us. But it's not gonna stop prophecy and the fact that the Lord said that they are going into captivity, all right, that they will be under us, okay? Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. So any type of trouble that you get in, man, remember, hey, it's sanctioned from Yahweh Shema Shai. The word calls, these situations and incidents karma. All right, we know it to be judgment. Okay, chastisement or for the Lord's children, and judgment for everybody else. Okay, but when you get and the Lord has called your number, and there's nothing you can do, man. All right. So, like these guys that traffic drugs, I mean, whether it be a little bit or a truckload full, man, like what is the probability that you get pulled over? That's from Yahweh Shema Shai. You know what I mean? Here you are, you know what I mean? them like I'm talking about them real like trafficking guys that be hauling stuff in big trucks and stuff, hiding them in the tires. That the reason why they got caught, man. Ultimately, it was from Yahweh Shema Shai. The Lord, all type of ways, man, is infinite. The way He can, call you out, man, or punish you or judge you. The Lord, most of the time, He put the spirit on certain men, hey, to figure your shit out. Definitely, when we're talking about a forensic science, man, and how they're able to catch these individuals that commit these crimes, man, via forensic science, man, blood, DNA, splatter, and all that shit, bullet forensics and things like that. Man, it's Yahweh Shema Hawashai that's in control of them people finding a blood splatter, like, you know what I mean, one little drop of blood somewhere in the corner, and they found. How do you think they do that, man? It's ultimately Yahweh Bahashim Hawashai that made them people, see what they needed to see, get the information, all right, and go ahead and find you and lock you up and persecute you, man, all right, or prosecute you. Right, that is the power that we serve, and that's why we fear. I often try to start my lessons out with saying, all praise, honor, glory, and fear. Because that's a fearful power that once you get in, in the Lord's hand, man, ain't nobody can get you out, man. You get into trouble, can't nobody get you out if it's not, sanctioned by Yahweh, by Hashem, and Hawashai. Just a reminder, okay. Let's go to again. First Samuel chapter 2 and verse 6. Same thing, man. Reiterating. The Lord Yahweh by Shem and Hawashai killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. Hey, the Lord maketh poor and maketh rich. He bringeth low and lifteth up. Okay. Reiterating the point. All right. Hey, Yahweh Shem Hawashai is the one that will put you in the grave, and He has the power, okay, to raise you up out of the grave, man. Hey, first and foremost, spiritually, the fact that we've came into this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, this is likened unto us, being, risen from the grave, that dead state, man. All right. And through His will and, His power, hey, the Lord has blinded 2/3 of the nation of Israel. They're not gonna really hearken and receive this warning. All right. Receive that rebuke at all. All right. So that goes hand in hand, man. And obviously we're talking, if we talk about literally, life or death situation, it's the Lord, man, that put your family member on that hospital bed and they passed away from cancer. All right. If a car accident, all right, this is from Yahweh Bahashim and Hawashai. Then we definitely talk about the maketh poor and maketh rich. Well, with this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, hey, we're likened unto rich men because of our wisdom that we've attained through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Hawashai. Any individual of our nation that doesn't attain this level of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, they're likened unto poor men. So who is in control of giving individuals information? It's Yahweh Bashim Hawashai revealing the mysteries, the prophecies to us, man, that makes us like rich. All right, we may be poor in a worldly sense, and hey, that's from Yahweh Shema Hawashai. We'll be, if we make it, finish our course, we've been informed that we will have our heart's desires, and have an abundance, and money will not be an issue at not 1 second in this kingdom. So we're not really worried about that, man. All right, you look at these celebrities, it's Yahweh by Shem Hawashai that made these clowns rich, man, and it's for a reason. All right, on the outside looking in, well, let's just say it's just to keep them puffed up, man. So the bigger they are, the harder they fall. The more they're puffed up, the harder that drop down to reality is going to be, especially our women. Okay, they're so puffed up, and a lot of them are getting to the bag. They're getting money from social media and all other manners of vanity. And the Lord is allowing them to do that, man. Allowing them to be puffed up, allowing them to rule over men, act like men. All right, just be gathering abroad, just always out in the streets, man. Not being, a meek, humble, wife at home, taking care of her family, helping out the nation. Eve is just out there just doing her own thing, man. So hey, it's gonna be Yahweh Shema Shah that's gonna bring her down low. Simultaneously, he'll be lifting us up, and all this is happening in real time through the Spirit, man. But it's gonna manifest physically here pretty soon. The Lord is gonna bring everybody, all right, that's puffed up, prideful, vain, very, very low, man, through a process known as Jacob's trouble, man. All right, there'll be famine of hearing the word. All right, there's gonna be a food famine. All right, water famine. There's going to be storms, pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places. There's going to be nation against nation. This is all in Matthew 24th chapter. All right. The events preceding the Lord's second coming. All right. But again, we're just making a point to remember, how powerful Yahweh Shem Shai is. And definitely as we go through hardships, it's always easier said than done. I just didn't had it, with the suffering. But we know we got to continue to endure. Nobody said that this was easy, or don't get it twisted. We be suffering, bro, and we hate it here. But we gotta continue to push. Don't think just because y'all hear our voice and see us out on the highways and byways, or whatever, like we got perfect lives and it's all good. No. We be distraught, on a daily basis. So, but just remembering, to trust in, because we don't have nothing else, man. You gotta trust in Yahweh Shema Shai. Do your due diligence to be obedient, because we don't have nothing else. If we don't have the Lord, what else do we have? Once we done stepped into this arena, put our hand to the plow, and it's no going back into the world trusting in the enemy, man. All right, it'll be absolutely foolish to do that. So, and I say that in relation to the balance that the Lord provides us, being that He brings good as well as evil, even towards the remnant of the nation of Israel, which we hope to be. Even though the hopeful elect, we receive good and bad from Yahweh Shem Shai, man. And we're all tired. We're not gonna front with y'all. We're all tired. We're ready to go, but we gotta trust the process, man. And as long as we're doing what we're supposed to do, the Lord, He's not a man that He should lie. He has to protect us, man, because it's His word, and He's not a man that He should lie. So whatever the Lord say, you can take that to the bank, and Thawadi Yahweh Shem Shai, because you can't trust in man like that. Lord willing, you should be able to trust this remnant, or your brothers and sisters, as we come out of that wickedness and that weak nature where one would have to lie. But that's the beauty of serving Yahweh Shema Shai, the fact that He can't lie. He's not like us. He's above us. So we got to trust Him no matter, I say that to myself first and foremost, man. Got to trust Him no matter what, no matter how hard it gets. You got to believe that the Lord is not a man that He shall lie. All right. He's not like us, that He got to lie about protecting us and, providing for us during these terrible times, man. All right. There's a process to it, revolves around fear and obedience. All right, but once you've acquired that skill set, it should be pretty good serving Yahweh Shem Shai, man. All praise to Yahweh Shem Shai. All right, moving on, getting a little deeper. Let's go to Proverbs 16th chapter and verse 4, and it reads, the Lord hath made all things for Himself. I say that again. The Lord, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, have made all things for Himself. Yahweh, starting with Yahweh Shai, all right, for Himself. He created this, this only, quote unquote, only begotten Son, all right, the first of the first fruits, man, all right. Yea, and here's a great deeper point that a lot of so-called believers can't receive, even the wicked for the day of evil. And we do know who that wicked nation is: Esau, Edom. All right. I mean, the Lord is through these scriptures, the Lord telling us that even the wicked the Lord have created. So the fact that the Lord let these idiots rule over us, and have us in extreme bondage for quite some time, and the fact that the Lord say it's gonna be a recompense, man. All right, He's gonna pay them what He paid us, and that was slavery, hardship, bondage, man. All right, and the Lord telling us He's created these wicked people, all right, for His will. All right, He have made all things for Himself, man. Yahweh Shai, all right, the Yahweh Shai hopeful elect. Okay, all right, the rest all right, of the nation of Israel, all right, the remnant and the entire nation of Israel, okay, the bad one, the good ones and the bad ones. It's all for, the purpose. There has to be 66% of Israelites that don't make it. It's his will. We don't have nothing to do with this. All right. You know what I mean? This is not the story that we wrote. This is Yahweh's will. Okay. Even the wicked for the day of evil. So every manner of wickedness, and we've read multiple precepts on how the Lord is telling us he's the one doing these things. All right. The Lord have created even the wicked. All right. So even a nation without no melanin, all right, that's just wicked as hell. It was the will of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, and through, being receptive to the Spirit the Lord give us, we're able to decipher, where we're at in prophecy. And the fact that we're able to prophesy, this is the wicked man that this Bible is talking about. And this wicked man had us in captivity. And this wicked man is polluting the entire earth. And this wicked man, all right, is going into captivity for 1,000 years in the kingdom of heaven. All right. In the kingdom of Yahweh Shema Shai, the kingdom of Israel, Yasharallah. All right. And now go on. Everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord. Though hand join in hand, he shall be unpunished. All right. But mercy and truth, iniquity is purged, and by the fear of the Lord, men depart from evil. There it is again, man. There's that fear of Yahweh Shema Shai, understanding how powerful he is via these precepts, via accounts written in the Bible where the Lord, showed extreme wrath, or we were in war as a nation, and we were able to, conquer these other nations, man, because the Lord was with us. When the Lord wasn't with us, we got our ass handed to us, man, just like we're getting our ass handed to us now from disobedience, man. All right. Now the remnant, they're coming back, they're putting forth their decent effort, but everybody else, they just got their heads in the clouds, man. All right. Let's go to Proverbs 15th chapter and verse 3. And it reads, the eyes of the Lord are in every place. And how did the Lord do that? Hey, who am I to say that the Lord don't have a camera, quote unquote, inside everyone's house? Now, we do know that, the Lord has a plethora of holy angels to do his bidding. Okay, so the Lord Yahweh himself, even Malak Yahweh Shai, after he finished his work, you don't have to come down here and physically do anything. The Lord, he's already put out a word in the angels, all right, conduct the Lord's business, perfectly to a T. So when the Lord say, hey, his or her time is up, guess what? Those angels of death, those death angels, they come and they do what they're supposed to do perfectly. All right. You get in a car accident. Amazing how it has to be perfect timing for that accident to happen. That's from Yahweh Shema Shai. That's the angels, working on the minds of those two individuals or more if they're in a car accident. All right. Hey, you got to be perfect timing for them to hit each other like that. You see what I'm saying? From the traffic light, from the time that they left from their dwelling place to the time they had their collision, it was all, Yahweh Shema Shai's timing, and it has to be, you know what I mean? Because and a lot of times for the Lord's hopeful elect, especially, that works. It's like opposite way. We may possibly been in a position where the Lord is bringing judgment, like a multiple car pile up, and you wonder why, or you can't find your keys, this morning, and you rushing, but you just can't find your keys, man. Just the couple of minutes that it took you to find them keys, hey, by the time you get out there, you see, oh man, they done had a wreck. And if it wasn't for, the will of Yahweh Shema Shai, and you not finding them keys via the angels working on your mind, you probably would have got caught up in that car collision, man. Hey, this is the power that we serve, way, way, way ahead of our thought process, man. We like to think, that's why the Bible teaches us man's goings or the Lord, man. We think that we in control of our life and we doing this and doing that, but we really not, man. And there's a level of understanding that you have to receive that, man. A lot of people, so-called believers, these Christians or whatever, they ain't really about that. They don't really understand the power of Yahweh Shema Shai. They think the Lord is like buddy. At what point, even on this earth, is that a thing? Like your boss, sure, they can be cordial, but for the most part, come on, the boss man, the boss lady or whatever, I mean, she's not on the same level as her subordinates, man. All right. And there is a certain, level of respect that comes from a subordinate to to that rank in that order, especially in the military. You know, you go see a one of them high ranking officers. The process to if you have a meeting with, let's say, the company, a lieutenant colonel, okay, and in order to go and see this man, you got to do all type of shit, bro. You got to knock on the door. Somebody got to be there with you. You got to enter in a certain way, salute, all type of stuff just to even talk to him. How much more Yahweh Hashem and Hawashah? And again, the Christians thank the Lord, especially the women, thank the Lord as they buddy, they buddies. Some women thank the Lord uh is her husband or something like that, man. And this is what we're talking about. This is from a lack of understanding, or just a don't give a fuck. Because we're teaching through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, right from wrong, teaching the people how the Lord really is. So it really, at this point, ain't no excuse. They just don't give a and guess who gave them that don't give a spirit? Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. All right. But again, the eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding the evil and the good. So all that evil, and it hurts, man, to watch. Especially our people who could really care less about these other nations, man. We know it's coming. But I have every brother got their pet peeve, I guess, when it comes to Israel. I just hate to see our people prosper in wickedness, man. Do all this manner, all the different type of manner of wickedness, especially the woman, and just watch her prosper, man. But guess what? I got to believe that the Lord is not a man that he should lie. And if he said he see the evil, then he see the evil. Because I had to sometimes almost find myself questioning the Lord. Does the Lord see this? Does he not know what's going on with these women? Of course he does, man. It's just a lesson in patience for us, okay? As well as the good, man. So all these lessons that we do, going out on the highways and byways, applying these law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability on a daily basis, calling upon the Lord, making your body a living sacrifice, for women, fulfilling her lot, being a help meet, praying to Yahweh Shem Shai, being a meek woman, a loving sister. All right, the Lord sees these things, man, via those angels, man. All right, via his infinite knowledge and understanding. And so we got to remember that, right? The Lord sees the evil, but he also sees the good, and call Allah Yahweh Shem and Hawashah for that. And the good that we do to the best of our ability, we get rewarded. And the reward that we seek the most is, of course, mercy. All right. And that's something that we need on a daily basis, man. And ultimately, the ultimate mercy, of course, is us receiving salvation by getting those new bodies, man, and being beamed up and not partaking in the plagues of this place, man. All right. And the ultimate plague that's going to hit this place, especially Babylon the Great, so-called U.S., is those nuclear missiles. All right, during World War III, and we don't want to get caught up in that. If we know better, they think people don't like. Come on, man. Who really knows what it feel like to be in a damn atomic bomb or something like that? Y'all don't know the pain and the type of heat that is. You see fireworks and all that shit. See, people are very ignorant to them nuclear missiles. They don't know like how detrimental it can be. Because a lot of, come on, man, if you ain't been in the military, when have you really seen some shit like that? I have. Through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shema Shah, seen some shit blow up in the middle of the night in Iraq. Felt the ground shake via shit blowing up. But hey, let's just take the women and men too, but definitely women, since they so puffed up and they acting so tough right now. Yeah, you ain't never seen no stuff like that, Eve. You ain't never seen them really blow up like that. You know what I mean? All these movies and shit that they like so much, the superhero movies, the John Wick type movies, the little gangster movies Eve loves so much, and they're obsessed and infatuated with it, man. All right, you just wait, to you see the Lord lift up a standard on our behalf, man, and we really do those things, unlike those pretenders. The Rock, all the women love that nigga. He getting old, he losing that shit. But for a long time, The Rock, he been on top, and for the ladies, they love him. Who am I to be a hater or to covet what the Lord gave The Rock? But I'm just saying, man, this man's a pretender when it comes to all that superhero, super action stuff, man. The Marvel movies, that's all pretend, man. Make believe, green screen and wires, hanging from the ceiling, man. And sound stages, man. All right. We Ain't got no time for the play, man. We trying to do this stuff for real, man. This is something that the Lord has put in our minds and our hearts to believe that we can do, these miracles through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem and Shai, and that these people will see these miracles happen during Jacob's trouble. Right? We really believe that. And for us to believe that, it had to be given to us by Yahweh, by Hashem, Shai, man. All right, everyone else, you think they believe that a nigga like me or you can fly, disappear, run faster than the speed of light, you know what I mean? Manifest food, water out of rock or out your ceiling or wherever, man. You think this, especially the woman with her lack of faith ass, all right, when it go down, bro, man, Eve is gonna be complaining to the point where if you are in a lot of being on the run, going from place to place, and they haven't captured you, man, Eve gonna be like, man, let's turn it around. Let's just go to the FEMA camp. They got food, shelter, and clothing. You come on, bro. We're gonna be like, man, wait on the Lord, wait on the Lord. We'll fly out this guy if need be, but we really gotta have that type of faith, man. And it's really gonna manifest in that day. Who has that true faith given to them by Yahweh, by Hashem Shai. See, right now it's all fun and games to be like, oh yeah, I believe in the God of the Bible, this and that and that and this. But that's what that hour of temptation is for, man. It's finna expose. That's what Jacob's trouble is for. It's finna expose all that play stuff and separate the real from the fake. Okay. Let's see. Yep. And to, back that point up about the Lord like controlling the people who are lost. This is Isaiah 29 and verse 10. If you think I'm joking, for the Lord hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and have closed your eyes. The prophets and your rulers, the seers, hath he covered. Man, there it is. That's 2/3 of the nation of Israel right there, wrapped up in a nutshell. It's Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, that's poured out upon them the spirit of deep sleep. They're in a slumber. They're drunk with the philosophies. All right. From these false teachers, man, and false prophets, year after year after year, decade after decade, man, our people are still asleep, still calling upon false idols, still worshiping, idolatry via these so-called holidays. All right, so-called Mother's Day is coming up. You already know that your mama them is waiting to be worshipped. All right, these women are finna get worship come Sunday. You hear me? Finna get all type of calls. I'll say, hey, people ain't got money like that no more. But especially in the 90s and early 2000s, oh man, you leave out your driveway, especially if you in the hood. All I see is different booths around the city with all type of gifts and baskets for the woman, because it's worship the woman day coming up, man. All right, you see what I'm saying? And the Lord not with that, man, especially when you're not even acknowledging him at all, but you will sit up here, spend your money and treat this raggedy ass woman like she's done anything for our nation. Eve ain't done nothing. Let's just keep it real. And all praise to Yahweh Shem Shai for that small remnant of decent women. You know what I mean? But come on, man. If the Lord said, and he's not a man that he should lie, that we've all fell short, come on, how much more the weaker vessel, bro? And it goes for every one of you women out there upon this freaking earth of our nation. All right? I don't care about your grandma, how nice and soft-spoken and how hard they had to pull up themselves by their boots and all that other shit. Come on, bro. Y'all was being whores since day one. Sleeping around. Come on, look at all these broken families and mixed families. You got half cousins and twice removed, all type of just weird shit, man, from disobedience, man. All right, but again, sticking with the topic, the spirit of deep sleep, and have closed your eyes. The prophets and your rulers, the seers, hath he covered. So they don't hear us, they don't see us. Obviously, they hear us and see us, but spiritually, they don't hear us and see us, man. All right. The prophets, we teaching them all everything that we can teach, man, that pertains to salvation, and they just don't get it. So it is what it is. We just got to remember who's doing this, man. It ain't them, all right? And it wasn't ourselves that woke up, to this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. This was given to us by Yahweh Shema Shah. Just like the Lord saying, hey, he poured out a spirit of deep sleep. Well, he done put a lively spirit in us. All right. Gave us a spirit of life. Hey, through Malak Yahweh Shai. All right. I got so many precepts on this topic, man. I'll just go a few more. Wow. Backing that up, the fact that the Lord has a chosen, and the Lord has, Israelites that weren't chosen, man. Now we've telling our people how this thing is gonna go. We're telling them eventually the entire nation is gonna be enjoying this kingdom, man. But there's a process to make it on this first go around. If not, you're gonna be put to sleep on this side, and you're gonna have to be reborn in the kingdom, man. All right, that's too deep. That right there, that's too deep for a weak ass so-called Christian. Yeah, that they don't get that because they still think we're gonna be in the clouds in heaven. They don't realize the Lord is coming to this actual earth, right, to establish a kingdom as well as the universe. You know what I mean? This is Romans 8:29. For whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his son. So this is talking about Yahweh, all right, and his son Yahweh Shai, all right, that he might be the firstborn among many brethren. Oh, this is beautiful, and it's so deep. It's very, very deep. Okay, you can read it for face value, and it's gonna do what it do. But if you're very spiritual, you understand how deep this goes. All right, so it's already telling us, teaching us in these scriptures, for no predestinate. That's before the foundations of the earth. Yahweh Shah was here, and it makes the point in relation to us. All right, that he may be the firstborn among many brethren. First and foremost, it didn't say nothing about sisters, no offense, but this is in relation to the Lord's 144,000 brothers, man. All right, this was all predestined. All right, so Yahweh Shai as well as Yahweh Shai's 144,000 brothers, they was here before the foundations of the earth, man. Moreover, in verse 30, moreover, whom he did predestinate, them he also called. All right, remember, a lot of people are called but few are chosen, and whom he called, them he also justified. That's in relation to being chosen. And whom he justified, them he also glorified. It's in relation to being chosen. Okay, so you know what I mean, that's just a quick precept about predestination. All right, the fact that you don't come and you don't choose to serve the Lord had already chosen who he wanted before the foundations of the earth, man. What we're witnessing is a manifestation of it. All right, and Lord willing, for the sincere brothers that teach the truth, it don't necessarily have to be of great millstone. It seems like predominantly that's where most of the brothers who have the real spirit of Yahweh Shem Shah upon them are a part of. Okay, but really it's about brothers who have received the actual truth, in the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Shai, man, and it's manifesting. All the men that you see they're teaching the truth, they probably, Lord willing, are the 144,000, man, and it was with the Lord, helping create the earth. Isn't that amazing? Do you think the average so-called Christian is gonna believe a nigga like me, so-called nigga like me, was there before the foundations of the earth, helping create the very things that they love this very day? You brothers got, different things you're into, women, vehicles, whatever, the element, whatever, man. You probably had parts in creating that. You may have, had parts in creating certain elements and things that we see. Do you think, especially, look how low our women look at us, how they look at us like we are so beneath them, like we're trash, like we're roaches to them, like they can just do whatever. Don't know, nigga, we probably created y'all. And you know what? With even with our DNA sperm, right? That's likened unto, really creating. All right, that's DNA that we upload in a woman. She think, it's really her. She don't even know how that, how her body really operates. She don't even know how to properly clean her body, let alone will actually believe that we help create this earth with, under Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. They will never ever be able to receive that until it manifests in real time. And guess what? The Lord is not a man that he shall lie. This predestination, this is real. All right, and it's gonna happen, and they'll see. Oh man, I often like joke, but I'm very serious about the Lord, quote unquote, having the tapes. And man, I cannot wait, you understand me, to see the quote unquote tapes of us in our past lives, man. Us in this life. Oh man, would love to see quote unquote the tape of the Lord, all right, Yahweh Shai, and that 144,000 creating the earth. And the reason why that was on my spirit, man, Lord man willing, I do a lesson on that because it was very, very near and dear to me. I looked on just, being in the spirit, looked up just past testimonies about visions of the kingdom, and there was this one brother, and it wasn't long, and I don't remember everything he said, but I do remember a specific part of that video, and he was like, picture a kindergarten class. And he was talking about Malachi Hawashai. Picture, Malachi Hawashai being the head of this kindergarten class, and they had a project they're trying to do for the teacher. That teacher being Yahweh, all right, and just how Yahweh Shai is the favorite. He's the smartest one. Matter of fact, he's the teacher's child, all right. And so are we. But there's always that one student just know everything, just look good, got all the clothes, that's likened unto Yahweh Shai and the Lord's hopeful elect. Ox said when he seen it, it looked like a kindergarten class when they was creating, the earth and the universe, man, the planets and the elements and things like that. And that's just beautiful to me because being of this hopeful elect, all right, I can receive that, and I can, through the spirit kind of picture us, Lord willing, we be those men, all right, doing that. Like and who's to say what we look like then? We could have very well, the Lord could have very well had us in children bodies. Like, I'm sure they were glorified, but we could have actually looked like little children creating, the universe for Yahweh. All right. The Yahweh Shai, he got his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and he taught us, how to do some things, man. We know who at the top, man. Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. All right. But it's just beautiful, man, to even just consider something like that, man. That was the most beautiful thing one of the most beautiful things I've heard in this truth. Like the way Art was describing it as a kindergarten class, and we was doing a project for a school project, for the teacher, and that project was, creating everything that these people see and how rude they are to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, and the rest of the brothers, man. We don't think of ourselves too highly, but you best believe there's a certain spirit on us that we kind of, feel like we were different. All right. And when it manifests, they'll get it. They'll get it. All right. So I kind of, went a different direction, but I had so many precepts, but I think I'll leave it there for now, through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Hashem and Hawashai. Again, this was just a quick lesson just that was on my spirit to remember, hey, the Lord is all powerful, and just to bring out a couple of precepts, about that, hey man, you don't choose to serve the Lord. We're all predestined. You know what I mean? Oh, a woman, she real good at saying that. Oh, I came to the Lord. I done went and got saved. Crickets. You know what I mean? Crickets. And just remembering the Lord kills, he maketh alive, man. All right. So when that persecution comes, it's from Yahweh Ba'ashem Al Shai. All right. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Till next time, Shalom.